Don't put that in at the end of the video. You're gonna do that. He's gonna audio, yeah! At the end of the video, watch.
What up, guys? So in the last video, you saw how to install plugins. So I went through how to actually take plugins, DLLs, and executables, and how to actually put it into Reaper and get them working. So I kind of thought that I would, and he's not going to agree with this, but I thought I'd bring along the guy that actually taught me everything that I know. He's shaking his head right now, but he did. So we're going to talk to you about our favorite plugins to use for modern mixing. Look, there's tons of plugins to use, but we're going to narrow it down to free plugins. Okay, so these you're not going to have to shell out any money for. These are freeware available on the internet, not pirated free, but proper free. They are there for free. So Geoff, this is Geoff. His channel is Geoff Gordon Stuart Music Productions, something like that. There we go, I'll links down below. Check him out. Yeah, so dude, let's start.
Okay, so one of the free plugins that I love to go to when I start mixing is Rea EQ. Now that comes bundled with Reaper, but the beauty about this plugin is it comes with a built-in spectral
Analyzer thingy-majobby.
Boom. And now you say, no, but like that's Reaper, don't you have to pay for that? If you go to the Reaper website, there's actually a link at the bottom where you can download a download link to just a few Reaper plugins, and you can just click on that and then download that. And I'd say Rea EQ, because ultimately when you're mixing a song, everything falls into the EQ spectrum. So EQ is one of the most important parts of mixing.
And I mean, it's a good place to start before you start shelling out money for the isotopes and the fab filters.
Absolutely.
Look, those are cool and they've got really cool extra functions, but all it comes down is first learning how to actually EQ and how EQ works. I mean, I would actually suggest that you don't buy an EQ plugin for like a very long time before you actually understand it properly. So I think Rea EQ, like really, yeah. So yeah, another one that I dig is the Modern Deathcore. So it's on the Modern series plugins. They've literally got a whole like zip file of plugins that you can download. But if I had to go in there and pick out, actually two, but I'll get to the second one just now. The Deathcore plugin, it is actually a digital emulation of the Empirical Labs Distressor. So it's literally input, gain, and you set a ratio, and there you go. So it's a really simple compressor. I use it on kick drums and snares all the freaking time. It's really cool and it's free. Like, yeah, that's free, yeah, for sure.
And keeping on the Modern series of plugins, I'm going to throw in Modern Exciter. So basically it's a free plugin and it's got everything you need to get that low bass in the sub frequencies to really like, that power that you need, the craving of that sub that you need in a mix. And it's just amazing. I would use that on snare drums. Sorry, not snare drums. Whoops. Bing. I would use that on kick drums, and you can use it on the bass side, but remember it's boosting one frequency, so whatever, you can't use it on too many things because then they're all they're all basically fighting for the same frequency.
Yeah, then you could run into phase issues, and yeah.
There it is.
But awesome, like an Exciter, also really good to throw in a master bus, I'm guessing, as well, just for a little bit of oomph if you're missing it.
Absolutely, and a bit of bring clarity to a mix if you want to add a bit of shine to your master bus.
Absolutely. For sure. And then this is the Modern series. We should actually just do like a whole video for Modern.
They're amazing.
I use the Modern compressor on master buses and on the drum bus, especially just a drum bus. I love to take literally a very light, like kind of like peak leveling. That's kind of what I use the Modern compressor for, and once again it's free and it's very transparent. So it's like the more expensive plugins always talk about having that like analog modeling type of thing, which I don't. It's cool, but I think in modern metal production, it's got its place everywhere, but when you're starting out, you don't want to start fiddling with all of these flavors in your mix, because you don't know actually when you're starting out what you're actually adding. At the end of the day, it's like, I'm going to throw on the SSL console suite because it sounds analog when you don't actually know what analog sounds like.
Exactly. That's true.
So that's why I dig the modern compressor. It's just clean, it's a compressor, it's super simple, and it's also got a high pass filter built in, so if you start seeing you're throwing this in, you can actually just clean up some of your low end. But yeah, I'll show you now in the clips how we do all that with that stuff. And then yeah, one thing we didn't, AmSims.
Okay, let's go to AmSims because this is a guitar feature channel, and well, I can't say that.
It's kind of it's guitar.
You're going to be more broad.
Yeah,
in
maybe.
The future.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's going to AmSims. Okay, you can edit stuff.
Yeah.
Going to AmSims, I want to suggest the series, which actually was featured on Russell's channel not too long ago.
Put the link down below.
So check that out.
Yeah.
And basically it's a tube amp emulation that has amazing high gain structure that is amazing. And with all AmSims, this is the fast loading,
yes.
low CPU usage, so it just runs on practically anything.
And if you check the video that I posted, the second video in the series on how to optimize your PC for home recording, this is actually really important. Like when you're going in with a lower spec PC, like how we touched earlier, having plugins that don't chow your CPU is actually extremely important. So you bang on the head with Emissary over there.
And like all AmSims, the secret would always be the cab sim at the end, which we always recommend. 2 notes, wall of sound. Not a sponsor. Yes.
Not yet. Yeah. Guillaume.
Yeah.
Derek. Awesome. No, dude, thanks so much for coming on the channel. Awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and it's informative. We are going to be touching more stuff together soon, and we're going to be bouncing around channels hopefully. So please go and subscribe to Geoff's channel. I'll link him all the way down in the description. And yeah, thanks guys. Peace out.
Keep chugging.
Boom.